Hello and welcome to Director's Cut. I'm the director, and don't you forget it. You knew this was coming. It's finally time. Spider-Man.
Now dig on this.
No. I'm not gonna put you guys through that. But with the recent release of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 over the past weekend, and I swear, if any of you spoil it for me in the comments, I'm gonna... Excuse me. Phew. But instead of the movies themselves, I'm going to list off and review my top 7 favorite Spider-Man TV shows. Why top 7? Because that's a lucky number. So, without further ado, lights, camera, action. Number 7. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Kicking off my list of the top 7 favorites is the 1981 series shown on NBC. Now, while it's not one of my favorite wall-crawling adaptations, it is one of the very few times that Marvel actually let Spider-Man team up with some of its other characters, including Iceman, Firestar, and even one of the episodes included the mid-1970s X-Men. Fun fact, Firestar was actually created when the Human Torch wasn't available. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Number 6. Spider-Man, the new animated series. Alright, before you guys start saying anything, yes, this was created by MTV, and they were trying to continue on with Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man film. Just the first film, though. But when this first came out in 2003, I didn't really know that much about it. However, if you go back and watch the previews on the VHS version of Spider-Man, you'll actually see a commercial for the series. And having Neil Patrick Harris voice the web-slinger was actually a pretty good idea.
Hey, anyone see a crook? About 6'1", moves fast, looks like a driver for the space shuttle?
Overall, not a bad show, but I wouldn't exactly give up my Saturday morning for it.
This is so not spandex!
Number 5. Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, the reason that this 2012 adaptation is so far down my list is not because it's a bad show. Far from it. In fact, having Spider-Man become an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., no connection. And having him lead a group of teenage superheroes, including Nova, White Tiger, Iron Fist, and Power Man, is actually a pretty good idea. It's just... something about the show just doesn't make me feel like it's the right sort of adaptation for the top of my list. Who knows? Maybe when Spider-Man fights with the Avengers in Season 3, I'm not joking, go look it up on Wikipedia. It'll probably move further up my list.
Good leadership, bro.
Ow!
Number 4. The Spectacular Spider-Man. Oh boy, here we go. Back in 2008, while Kids WB was still around, they cooked this little number up. Now, while it tried its best to use the material from the comic books and the original film series, it wasn't exactly my favorite. But once I started watching it, it has its moments. Following Parker as he just gets his powers as a high schooler is pretty interesting, and it even takes notes from the comic book and has Peter dating Gwen Stacy for a while. While it's not number 1 for me, it's a pretty good Saturday morning creation for any Spidey fan.
A lesson in humility, courtesy of the original and still number 1 genetic misfit, me.
Number 3. Spider-Man. Yes, that's right, the original 1967 cartoon adaptation. The very first. For me, this is what Sam Raimi's trilogy should have been like. This adaptation is probably the closest we're ever going to get to the original comic books, which, personally, I own the first 25, mint condition, I might add. And believe it or not, this one was actually a combination effort from Canadians and Americans. The US animated it, while the voices were produced in Canada. And who can forget that catchy theme tune that's been covered again, and again, and again. Heck, even Andrew Garfield gave it a whirl on Jimmy Fallon the other night.
Hey there. Here comes that Spider-Man.
Not bad, Spidey. Not bad. Yep, this one will definitely stay in my head, I mean heart, for a very long time. Number 2. Spider-Man Unlimited. Oh my god, yes! Even though this one didn't take the top spot, it's still a kick-ass series. When it premiered in 1999, it had pretty fair ratings, but ultimately was cut off and overshadowed by 2 other shows that I hold near and dear with my heart.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Get out of here, you guys. I'll deal with you later. The show followed Peter Parker traveling to a counter-Earth to save J. Jonah Jameson's son, John. Now, I'm not going to spoil the show for you guys, but if you've got Netflix, you have to check it out. 3 things to look out for: the suit, the theme tune, and a twist on some of your favorite villains. Yes, sir, this one definitely deserves the number 2 spot.
Don't thank me. Just remember to support your local web-slinger.
And my number 1 favorite Spider-Man TV show is Spider-Man. Now this is a Spider-Man show. Premiering in 1994 on Fox Kids, the show throws you so many twists and turns, it's like you're practically slinging your own webs. In this one, Peter's in college at Empire State University and already has a freelance photography job at the Daily Bugle. And with the show featuring a lot of the classic villains, including Rhino, Chameleon, Mysterio, and even the ever-loving Kingpin.
Somebody's been talking.
Somebody always does.
No, not that one.
Allow me to show you what 350 pounds of muscle is capable of.
Yep, that's the one. And yes, Spider-Man does actually team up with some pretty awesome Marvel heroes, like Blade, Doctor Strange, the Punisher, and even Daredevil.
This is for you, Dad.
Again, not that one. And that theme tune. Oh man, whenever I hear that first chord, I know I'm in for a treat. Just listen. Oh yeah. Disney XD is even starting reruns on May 6th to promote The Amazing Spider-Man 2. No doubt about it, this has to be my all-time favorite Spider-Man show.
I'd bet my webbing on it, lady. And man, have I got webbing to bet.
Agree with what I think? Got any suggestions for new reviews? Then comment below and let me know what you think. I'm the director, and that's a wrap. Ouch.
Change me apart all. Kimi wa naze, kimi wa naze, tatakai tsuzukeru no ka, inochi o kakete. Hitosuji ni, museki no otoko, Spider-Man.